previously on A House Divided, the party were back on the material plane and were on a mission to locate the personal effects of the Fey lady who once inhabited the house. Their search continued in the library, where they ended up having to fight off animated books. They then made their way through the workshop and into the gallery on the ground floor. There they found a broken mirror and a frame giving off magical energy. Inscribed on the back of it was the formula for planar travel. They partially fixed this mirror with the replacement one they had, and they then could see other parts of the house through it. They then made their way to the attic, finding a room with many mirrors laid out all over the place, and as they investigated, they were attacked by something that was able to move through the mirrors at will. They fought the creature, but it has now disappeared back through another mirror. Alright everyone, so yeah, we are back here in this room in the attic once more. You have, I believe, begun smashing some of the mirrors around you guys, and you are, just coming to terms with the fact that something is stalking you through the mirrors in this house as this is all going on. As people start to continue smashing. That was an accident, but yes. but quite pertinent, definitely quite pertinent as this is going on, as Astra carries on smashing one of the mirrors on the ground as this is all going on. But yeah, so yes, you guys go to town in this mirror room. I'm assuming just continually smashing mirrors everywhere as this is all going on. But barring smashing of mirrors, is there anything else anyone is up to in these early moments, shall we say, as this is all going on, as you're coming to terms with this?
Freaking out, but I think that's a free action, so
I believe that is a free action. Absolutely, yes. You definitely have a bit of that. Make a perception check for me as well, Astra, as this is all going on.
As well.
Okay.
Nope, I'm too stressed.
No. Yeah, you're just literally just panting heavily in the moments as you're looking around. Clearly, obviously, last time the thing attacked you first, and then moved on to others, and some of you, have taken a bit more damage than others as this is all going on. But you are moving around the space, and I don't think there are many left as you're first looking around, and then it suddenly dawns on you there's a lot of little mirrors everywhere now.
God damn it!
It's going to be like Ash versus the Army of Darkness, where a bunch of little ones pop out and they all attack us, and they're the size of like G.I. Joes.
We shall see. But right now, so you're surrounded by the glass from the ceiling that's smashed, that's down here, and all of these now broken mirrors that are around on this as this is going on. You're also very aware as well that you have, reminding you all, seen many a mirror in other places in this house. Will be the other thing I will remind you of.
This thing is absolutely dreadful. I think we should take care next time we see a mirror, because these, we cannot afford getting ambushed like that again. This seems...
No, absolutely not. Hopefully they're too big to fit through the tiny bits of glass that we've just created, but
I was wondering,
who knows?
Will this actually stop them? Perhaps if we were to cover the mirrors, would that help us instead? If they can't see where they're coming out, maybe they can't travel there.
Lots of questions right now, but yes, no answers that prevail in the moment.
Why were they all set up like this? This is what I don't understand.
Maybe they originally were summoned from this point, and this was part of some weird process to get them to come.
Or maybe only certain mirrors go to certain locations, so this is kind of like a hub. Oh, yes, yeah.
Or maybe the creature put the mirrors here itself, as Cordelia said, to have a central location in the house.
Well, that would mean then if we've broken everything, so they can't travel around the house now.
Or perhaps this thing is just obsessed with mirrors and likes looking at itself. That's also an option.
There were no mirrors in the Shadow Realm version of this place, was there?
I don't know if you recall seeing many mirrors. I don't think there was any sort of conversation about them. There weren't any anywhere, but you haven't been that many places in the house.
James, I did canonically use the restroom.
You did canonically. You did. You did. I will give you that. You did see that there was a mirror in that in that restroom. Yes, you do recall that much.
I meant in this room when we came here in the Shadow Realm. So I can't
no.
remember if
Yes.
there was
Apologies. Yeah. When you came to this room up here, no. What you saw was a I believe it was kind of a beautiful sort of flower kind of garden. What was going on up here in that realm? Yeah, it was much more, well, as with many things in that area, much more orderly and better off. But yes, it was definitely all plant based and kind of beautiful in a sort of a shadowy way. But no, it wasn't a selection of mirrors as you've been seeing here. So yes, I suppose the question is there anything else you guys are going to be up to in this room, or will you want to investigate anything here or move on? Is going to be the questions, I guess.
Cordelia, are you still sensing any sort of magic, or has that passed?
That passed, unfortunately.
Well, there is a door to the north. If we were to check that out, I know we haven't been there yet, or we can continue looking.
Should we not like investigate this area first?
I mean, the entire room is now filled with shattered glass. I don't think it's.
I mean, just like in the corners around and.
Yeah, you can make an investigation check. You can definitely
behind all the mirrors and stuff.
You can definitely make one.
Yeah, we had a good job of like smashing all the mirrors, but
try to avoid as much glass as you can before you get dragged into it.
Investigation. 22.
22. Fair enough. You are pretty sure that the room is pretty much free of interesting things as far as you can tell. However, I will give you, with the 22 investigation, looking in one piece of mirror at one point, you swear you see an eye looking back at you for a few moments, and then it disappears.
Not good.
Yeah, I think I trapped this. He's trapped in here. I just saw him. I'm gonna keep this, but I'm gonna wrap it up in something.
Fair enough. Yeah, you're gonna take one of the bits of mirror with you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna like proper. What's his name? Aberforth this situation here.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Is anyone else up to anything in here while this is going on?
Does anybody require any healing? Are we okay after that battle?
I think we're okay. I think the lowest might be Cordelia, but
it's fine as long as I don't get hit again. It should be okay.
Well, how about we err on the side of caution? And I will reach out to you and I will cast Cure Wounds at level 1. Whoops.
Okay.
You get 5.
So yeah, a little bit of healing there. That is done. And yeah, you obviously you guys came up the stairs that came from the floor below. You haven't investigated the floor below much either, but yeah, you do know there are doors to the north and to the south, as far as you're aware up here.
What's the reason? Why did we come straight up here?
Oh, to work our way down.
Yeah, you were definitely interested in the attic as a way forward,
and the fact that we were like immediately like arrested coming into this room, so it kind of
previously,
that is true. Yes, in the shadow realm, you were almost arrested almost on sight for coming into the flower room. That is definitely true as well. But yeah, where are you guys heading?
Mona seems to be going to the north. I'm
intrigued. Well, Espen said there's a door to the north, so I don't remember us going in this room, so I'm intrigued.
Okay, fair enough. You try the door, and it is officially locked.
Reg's way or Mona's way with this door? How are we going to get in?
Regulus, we have another locked door. Mona is eyeing the sledgehammer. What do you prefer our course of action to be?
Regulus is diving up towards it to stop the doors being broken. Fair enough.
He's literally the last one, so each one of us has to step aside.
Makes good, mate.
As Reg makes his way to the front. So you can try using your talents to unlock the door. That is not a problem, Reg. Let's see how it goes. Oh, can't hear or see you, but yes, hopefully you're able to.
Sorry,
roll
that makes sense because I was going. Excuse me.
Yeah. No problem. Yeah. So
I'm eating whilst playing the game.
That's Friday night for you guys. A Friday night. Yeah, absolutely. 21 for the thieves' tools. Yeah, was it locked? No one's actually kind of that sure, apart from that she tried the door.
Are you
for a
sure this
moment.
was locked? Did you actually try the handle, Mona? You know it goes down.
Oh, I tried it sideways.
Of course. This is a funky hole.
Oh, this is different.
Yeah, there's definitely
Is that a gaping hole?
There's definitely the hole is strewn with rubble and debris. Mossy weeds have begun to grow up the cracks. You can definitely tell the back side of the house has taken a lot more damage, as you sort of kind of saw on some of the earliers. But there's not as much left at this end of things as this is all going on.
Is that a hole? Did you say? Sorry.
I do believe that this is all debris and bits, but how stable that is, you're not sure. But yeah, it does look like it potentially looks like there might be parts of the floor missing there as well. That's definitely true. But yeah, there are a couple of other doors nearby as this is all going on.
Can I send Bob that way to have a look?
You absolutely have. You managed to resummon Bob? Did we get to that point?
You do that.
Yes, you certainly can have Bob back. Then let's pull him through.
Did Bob die again because I resummoned him in the library. I don't know if he died.
We fed him to mist.
Yeah,
You
he
fed
died
into the
before
mist.
the library because we had
You are
that short rest
absolutely
in
right.
the library.
Yeah, that is when
when
Bob returned. Yes, thank you. That's definitely a thing on that one. So Seb, you can definitely have Bob back, and he's like, yeah, boss. You want me to go check it out? What am I up to?
Well, just move down the hallway, try some doors, see if any of them open. See if you see anything interesting.
Fair enough. Yeah, he flutters to the first set of doors. Boss, this one opened. And then he sort of looks at you and goes, yeah, boss, this one opened. as he's flying there. And then he sort of
look through his eyes.
You absolutely can as this is going on.
I don't have vision on him.
No, that's no problem. So when you're looking through, you can see what looks to be on one side basically a dilapidated space, and it's the floor below on one side, and that's the one to the north, and the one to the south that looks like a very busted up bedroom chamber would be the best way of putting it from what you can see. Looks very low key servant type quarters possibly, but it's not in good state either from what you can see.
Okay, well, he's not like going in depth, just like generally having a look.
No
Can
problem.
He move further down the corridor and try the other doors?
Yeah, absolutely. As that's going on and he's moving off to the second set, what about Mona and Regulus on the other side here?
Absolutely, just opening this door.
No problem. You absolutely can. Yeah, on the other side there appears to be maybe a better section of a room, if that makes sense. Definitely a bedroom of some description. You wouldn't say it was lordly, but it's certainly it would have been comfortable at one point. But it is definitely in disarray and strewn. So maybe like higher up, sort of some of the hired help, maybe.
Kind of thing.
Is Mona opening the door at the same time, the other side?
Sure, but I was waiting for you to move, but I can open this door.
No problem.
I don't know what you're doing, so I assume we're just doing it all at the same time.
No worries. So as this is all happening at the same time, another sort of bedroom, very in disarray, very strewn again. Not a lot appears to have survived. If that's making sense, as that is all going on. And meanwhile, at the other end, Milton, you have Bob opening up yet another one and talking about another sort of bedroom similar in style once more, and another door that appears to be locked on the other side of him as the only other thing that he's saying in those moments. As so Espen and you guys start, yes, that one was locked, okay. And Espen and the others start moving into this more fancy staff quarters, might be the best way of putting it. Simply done, but not bad by any stakes as this is all going on.
Check for mirrors everywhere.
Can I do a general investigation
of the room you're in? Absolutely, you certainly can. 18. It's just one of these rooms that's just it's suffered so much that the bed frame is rotting. Any discernible interesting things seem to have long since gone, as far as you can tell. And it does appear that it's there's not much of interest, Mona, as you're wandering around. You're pretty sure of that in the moments. Meanwhile, then, Espen, you seem to be making your way in after Regulus has opened it on that one. Anything you guys want to do in that particular room?
Investigate.
Are you going to do investigation? Yep.
I will give you guidance.
Okay.
Oh, skadoosh.
Okay.
+4 on that, which is So 30.
A 30. Okay. So this room is broken down by area and bits, but with a 30, I'm just going to give you it. It's the honest truth on that one. So yes, there is on the bookshelf over to one side, there is toppled books spilling out of the old bookshelf that appear to be journals, novels, and history books. Very few of them have any legible passages, and none of them have any overall dramatic value. You then make your way over towards the actual bed side of the room, and by you examining the linens on the bed, and they appear to be quite a bit newer and of a quality one would expect from a traveller's kit. So they are better quality material, shall we say, that you can take if that is something that's up there on the list. And the last one is the wardrobe is filled with moth-eaten clothing, but would have been once at rather fine quality. They seem to have slipped on their hangers and are now cluttered at the bottom of the actual wardrobe as this is all going on. Sifting through some of them, you find a very old style set of forgotten fine clothes that could also be pilfered if need be on that one. You also spot the very well broken mirror that is in this room. That seems to be smashed up. There are mirror shards all over the floor. It's been clearly been busted up quite dramatically for some reason.
Okay, I'm going to take the blanket because it could be a good cover for any mirrors. So I'll pop that in my bag.
Absolutely.
The particular fancy clothes, when I see them, I'll just go, "Hey, Reg, is this in your size? You like taking these kind of things?" And I'll just kind of like brandish it at him. But then I will point out the broken mirror to everyone else in the room and be like, I think someone else was having a similar problem to us. This blanket also doesn't seem to fit in the room. Someone else has either been here or is still here and is also an enemy of the mirror thing. That's my theory anyway.
But did you offer something to me and then take it away from me and then tell us that?
No, I would have been like holding it out.
This is, like you like this? No.
I am multitasking like a career-driven woman.
I stepped forward to have a look, and you took it away and started telling us about the impending doom that could be upon us. I'm like,
you're trying to grab it, but I keep turning. It's out of your grasp.
Every time I go to grab it, you turn a different way.
Yeah, so, I mean, they look like they would have once been a fairly nice set of clothes, if that makes sense. But yeah, they're a bit mildewy and a bit musty, but they would still be wearable. They are in a style that is apparently 2 decades out of date, which kind of makes sense.
Ooh, vintage.
I would prestidigitate it for you, so it's cleaner.
Oh, well, if it's going, I fold it neatly and then stuff it in my bag. I assume we all got bags, right?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure you. I'm sure you have a bag.
I have a sample.
It might
Like
not
when
be.
I
It
envision
might
our
not be a
characters,
magical
they don't-
one, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't sort of look at this with bags on. Maybe I could
I feel
can I put it in
Mona's
one of my
got
pockets?
2. I think Mona's got 2. She's got yours and hers.
Ooh,
I don't carry his belongings.
She says with a bag and my bag.
it's a character choice. It's been thrown
I
off.
feel Regulus is a bum bag kind of guy, just like with the little...
Regulus, don't be
Yeah.
so absurd.
Speaking of bags, there is one next to the bed. Did Astra's 30 investigation cover this too?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I believe that's probably where these clothes are coming out of the wardrobe, I think. But no, as far as I'm aware, there's not anything more dramatic. Yeah, I believe I've given you everything that is actually going on that one. 1 second, let me just double check. Look at this. Here we go. Look, leaning against the side of the bed, there is what appears to be a pack containing gear that seems to be containing leather armor. So well done, well done, Conrad.
Hey.
You found one I did not pick up. Oh, that's because it's not an investigation check. It would have been a perception. Okay, bit
Or
odd
I
thing,
go
but there
look
you
at
go.
this backpack.
Absolutely. Yeah, it seems to have some well-worn leather armor on the inside of it, as far as you can tell. Still serviceable from what you can see.
Yeah, I pick up the pack and I take out the armor and I say, "It looks like you might have the right of it, Astra. Seems that there are some more squatters here, or at least there were."
Yeah, it certainly seems like some of these things were more recent than the 20 years that the house has been neglected for, and that seems to have held true in other places you've seen as well. Prior to this as well.
Yeah, we've seen that it's been picked over.
Yeah, you've certainly seen that there have been areas of the house that have been looted before. You certainly know that much, and there was an encampment in one of the rooms as well that was kind of out of place, shall we say?
Regulus, do you acquire additional armor? Maybe you can make use of this.
I've seen this armor. I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, well, if anybody needs it, it's right here. And I set it where everybody can see it next to the bed, along with the pack.
No problem. Meanwhile, yeah, is anyone else up to anything? I'm imagining Milton. Bob has been doing his little bit at the other end and reporting back on the boringness of the staff rooms he's been exploring. I will say he's had time to go to another following too, and has opened both of those doors and taken a look himself as well. And again, yeah, reporting back that they are pretty much the same sort of style bedrooms, looking like very much like staff quarters at these sort of back ends of the house as this is going on. It's starting to become apparent who they let live in the attic areas anyway. Anyone else?
Oh,
So
I was muted. I didn't notice.
Oh.
So yeah, basically, I'm just going to let him, let him go through the whole corridor when, and you can decide when it's appropriate to advance him, James.
No problem. Yeah, I'll keep him moving down the space as this is all going on. Yeah, meanwhile, I suppose the only other things that Espen and Astra are aware of, there is a door at the far end of that room as well that hasn't been explored past the mirror shards, which is a thing.
Oh, I will
but yeah, you definitely make your way over there, and I'll. Are you opening the door, Astra, or are you?
I will attempt to open the door.
Okay, no worries. The door will freely give easily enough, and what appears to be On the other side is a broken down set of steps that would be sort of leading to the floor below, but they seem to have collapsed over the years. So they are in an awful state, if that makes sense. As in, you could make your way down, but it would be dangerous. It would be the best way of putting it, rather than making it down some set of stairs.
I'll stick my head back out and I go, Milton, when Bob's done over there, there's some more inaccessible areas that he could come and have a look at. I just yell it.
No worries. So yeah, Bob will make his way down further down the other end, and again finds one more sort of staff room, and then yells out to you, Boss, there's a set of stairs on this one.
Up or down?
You asking him to go down the stairs, Milton? Is that what you're saying, or?
I was asking whether or not the stairs go up or down.
Ah, sorry, apologies. Down, boss, down.
Okay, so we have a staircase down. Over down this corridor. Can you go check out the rest of the doors, just in case?
No problem, boss. I'm on it. And he will make his way further along on the other side as this is all going on. And then, for the sake of brevity, he finds the lavatory and yet another sort of semi broken up staff room, and then makes his way into what looks to be a much bigger room at the end here, boss. Looks like a I don't know, servant's master bedroom, something like that. There's a lot more going on.
Servant's master bedroom. Could this be the butler's? I forget his name. Could this be his room? Usk.
It could be. Yeah, you've not got any sort of information at the moment at this point. But he's sort of saying, yeah, this room looks in a bit of a state, boss. It's definitely looks like something's gone on in here. Looks like the furniture's all busted up for some reason.
Well, I will let the rest know that we found like a larger servant-style bedroom on the other end. And then I guess I'm going to recall Bob and send him over here to check out that hallway, since apparently it's inaccessible as well.
Fair enough. So yeah, he will slowly be flying back. But meanwhile, while all of this is going on, is anyone else want to be up to anything or attempting something as this is all going on, or are we just letting this bit play out, if that makes sense?
I guess I'll look at the books and go through the journals and just see if there's any like names in them. Like maybe this was Usk's room and the other room belongs to someone else, possibly.
Yeah, you can make an investigation check of just specifically the books. I'm happy for that.
Good guidance.
Gotta be done. 14. 15. Okay, fair enough. I'm going to say with a 15 and spending some time going through the books. You do find one or two that are initialed with his name. Would be the way I'll put it, if that makes sense. So yeah, you do believe you might be right with your assumption.
I think that this actually might be Usk's living quarters. These journals, while they can't be made out to read, seem that a few of them have his initials, U, and a second letter. I don't think we know Usk's last name. So.
No, that's a very good point. No, I'm not sure I do either.
Usk.
Usk. Oh my God, he's one of those. But yes, but you think you are on the right lines with that, Espen, as well. So that's certainly something as this is all sort of going on. And this sort of gives Bob enough time to sort of make his way back over, and is starting to making his way across, and he says, "Oh, excuse me, coming through, miss," as he sort of is flapping his wings past Astra on that one, and says, "Whoa, this is a bit busted up." And he's sort of looking at the stairwell, and Okay,
Then
so
squeeze through, Bob. God, what am I paying you for?
I mean, I'm really good at what I do, boss. I mean, you know, I know we haven't had the discussion about the raise in a while, but I think I'm doing quite good.
I think 1 soul a year is more than enough for your servitude. Now, get down into that rubble and tell us what's beyond.
Okay, and he will start making his way and flying down the set of stairs, and is going to go and have a look at the floor below. So bear with me 1 second. Let me just go and have a look at the floor below.
As it seems like we have time, Espen, of course, is going to sit down.
Of course, it needs to be. Must be done. Bob will basically say that there is a broken sort of landing on the floor below, boss. It's looks like it's been roughed up as well, but it looks like the balcony's over this way, and it opens up into a larger room. Milton, knowing the layout of the house, this would have been like the equivalent of where the chessboard room was, where the room with the chessboard was in previously.
I sort of assumed this. Yeah. Okay. I'll let that know to the rest of the party, like where that goes, but like it's inaccessible at the moment, so it's kind of useless. Is it possible for us to make our way down there, or is the floor too busted up?
You can make an investigation check of the floor and see how bad that is, and whether or not think it would actually take weight would be one way of looking at it.
Yeah. Investigation. Yep, that's a good roll.
Okay. You're just not sure as this is all going on. Maybe not. Yeah, it's hard to say as at this point. So make his own judgment. Yeah.
As we have taken too long, Espen has fallen asleep.
Oh no!
Oh no, he is literally prone by shards of glass. Oh, interesting.
There is a chair over there.
No. It's you hear him softly chortling in the moments, Astra, as this is all going on.
It's be like, God damn it! I just wander over and I'll just gently nudge him awake.
Varia, it's fine.
Nope, not Varia. It's Astra.
What? Oh.
Look, head in the game, man. You gotta head in the game. Come on.
Sorry. Did we find anything interesting? Where did the stairs lead?
It seemed to just be a balcony area and everything, but we're trying to decide whether or not we can risk it with body weight, but I don't think that's been determined.
Oh, well, if we know where it leads to, we know how to get to it from the other side. We've been there before in the other house. We also know that I believe Regulus heard bathing on the other side of a secret door underneath the stairs. So we could lead to the room underneath this one and see what it is, since it seems that passageways here exist in the other realms as well.
That sounds good. That sounds about right.
It's about this time when Bob comes flying back into the room, sort of like just taking a look in, and gives you a nod, and then sort of takes his place amongst the group. So yeah, really, is it really down to Milton and Mona? Really, is anything going on with crossing that passage, or are you guys? You do know there are other doors to the south that you haven't investigated as well.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should have healer Espen take the lead here. Like, he seems to be the heaviest. If it can carry his weight, then the rest of us should be fine.
Yes, you're saying that to Mona in the moment.
Yes, I am saying this to Mona.
Are you implying that if he falls through the floor, you won't care that much?
Well, no. He is a valuable member of our party who deserves our respect and the payment that he is due to receive.
Cut to Espen, and he has a pinky in his ear, and he pulls something out, and he looks at it, and he flicks it away. And then he actually puts his finger in his ear again, he pulls it out, and he uses it to wax his mustache.
Oh, why?
It's a character
Cordelia
choice.
is just watching this train wreck happen, and she's appalled.
Oh, Astra is right there with you. It's absolutely vile behavior.
He's simple folk. That's what's available.
Fair enough. So yeah, as that conversation is going on at one hand, and we have Milton and Mona the other. What are you guys thinking? You guys are kind of in the lead at the moment on this side, so it's really down to you guys with it, how you act.
I think we should leave. There's nothing interesting up here. We can go to the other side. She'll shout from way across the room.
Fair enough. So you're gonna head towards the south doors instead.
Yeah, because we didn't get to investigate any of them as well. I don't think.
No, I don't think you've done. Well, certainly in this realm, you certainly haven't done a lot of anything to do with the attic space. That's definitely true.
No.
Yes, another door that does give way easily as this is going on into what looks like a south hall.
Oh dear.
There seems to be some broken doors and some broken floors and bits and bobs around here. It's in a pretty bad state. Is the best way of putting it as you're kind of looking at.
Is it just completely open? Because I can see outside over here.
It is to the far. It's to the far end. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there is literally open space off to the far end. If that makes sense, it's open to the elements. Obviously, clearly, a lot of this floor has very much seen better days. If that makes sense. I mean, there are ways and bits and bobs that you could sort of make your way across with balance. Would be the best way of putting it. Going from rafter to rafter, beam to beam, things like that. But it doesn't seem. It seems even less traversable than some of the other areas, if that makes sense.
There are no floors this way. Oh, there's only this little thing that me and Reg are on.
Yeah, maybe we should try the other way. At least it had a floor. It might not have been the most stable, but...
Well, this way has the stairs, so we could just go through here. The door is available to us.
Yeah, you can use the stairs and make your way down to the floor below is another option. Either are true. But yeah, you can see that there are corridors leading off to other spaces that, you're not sure how else you would, shall we say, get to them, if that makes sense. You're not sure about that.
How long is the drop?
It would be another floor below, so you'd take damage. Depending on what debris you landed on, it might be more uncomfortable than others.
Mona is not very dexterous, and Espen is even worse. So I don't think that's a good option for us.
Well, yeah, the other floor going to the east at least was intact. So I suppose there is that to be thought about is another thing. You also know that there are the spiral staircase leading down that you came up originally. So you have got that option as well. So there are more than one way to go with the space at the moment, if that makes sense.
Reg, would you like to try this door that you're standing in front of?
Not really. But by all means.
Okay.
Fair enough.
The door to very
you open
creepily dark stairs.
Yes, there is a very, very creepy looking dark staircase leading down that seems to be going on beyond that point at the moment.
Does it lead anywhere, or is it broken at the bottom?
No, it seems like it still goes down. It goes down into darkness, but it does seem to lead to the floor below, as far as you can tell. I believe that's true.
Okay.
I will just double check that with the floor below to make sure I am not telling you a porcupine. 1 second. This house has a lot of detail. 1 second. So that would be the stairwell leading over here on that front. Yeah, no, it appears to be solid. It appears to be solid. Yeah,
So,
leading somewhere. I mean, there doesn't appear to be an open door at the bottom, as far as you can see. But yeah, it does seem to be at least be solid as far as you can see. But very, very dark would be the best way of putting it.
ouch. She'll activate the right at dawn just so she has some light going down the stairs, like a torch.
Interesting. Yeah. So yeah, as you do light that up, the space should be brilliantly white and light, but it isn't. There is still it is still black, and blacker than you can possibly imagine at the bottom of those stairs right now. So what should have lit up nice and brightly did not.
Cordelia, is this normal? Why is my light not working?
She'll peer around the corner. It looks fine to me. She has devil sight.
No, fair enough. It is even with your devil sight, what you do actually see is the stairs coming out and looking a little different on the other side when you're looking through that space, Cordelia. I'm going to give you that. Your devil sight sees there is more to that than normal, and I'm going to say make me an intelligence check.
Just straight intelligence or arcana?
You can make an arcana. Yeah, well, let's go for arcana. No problem. Yeah, because you're putting 2 and 2 together with what your magical vision is showing you as well in the moment. On that. Oh, it would have been nice if it was the other one, but with a 13, I'm still going to give you. The building looks different on the other end of that, other end of that set of stairs, enough that you think it starts to make your plane hopping sort of ideas come to mind with that.
Oh, so it's not ruined. It's
better looking, but on the other side would be the other way, but in deep, rich colours and deep purples, and for the actual carpet on the stairs, much darker in colour.
Oh, this looks like perhaps a little passageway into the shadow realm.
Interesting. She'll take a step back.
So we can just go there and come back? Like a proper no-fee doorway?
Should we send Bob through?
In the other place, we went up and there was no way that we could see this to go back, right? So I think once we go through, we might be stuck there.
You can make an arcana check as well, Milton, if you're thinking along those terms. Yeah.
Not my specialty, but I will try.
No, you can certainly try.
Nope.
Yeah, magical doors. Yeah. That's all he's thinking.
It's magic.
It's magic.
Magic. Well,
I think we should take. Go on, Espen.
I was going to say we did use those stairs to come to this exact spot in the shadow realm, and there was no doorways that led us to a different place. So
well remembered. That is true.
I would imagine this is just a one-way, or perhaps it would take us to another place in the shadow veld that we do not know of.
Well, I think we should take the spiral staircase down for now and avoid traveling through the planes if we can.
Why don't we just use Bob? Bob go through. Bob may not come back, but then can't Milton just make him disappear and then reappear?
Well, that would work, but we have been having issues with time regarding plane hopping here, because we definitely know a massive amount of time has gone past, considering we only think we've been over there for a few days. So if Bob goes through, it may take him, seemingly to him, a few moments to come back. To us, maybe a few days.
Yes, but I've seen Milton vanish him and reappear him. So if he takes too long, you could just do that, right? And then to him, Bob may be like a couple milliseconds.
Maybe. Can you stay connected to Bob with him being on a different plane to you? Is that something?
No.
Okay, so regardless, the point is moot. We can't do that.
Well, if you get
this is just a question from me. Can you? Because with Find Familiar, you can make him disappear and reappear at will, right? At will or action or whatever it is. Does that still apply over planes? I know you can't be connected to him, but would that still apply?
Wouldn't you need to be connected to him to dismiss him?
It's kind of my kind of thing. I mean, I'm sure there'll be a sage advice somewhere that tells you the exact, but my gut is that no. But if you, I imagine it's going to be that if you're not connected, then it's a little hard to be doing some of that stuff, and you have to resummon him.
This is the text of the spell, so you can.
Find Familiar. All that text.
Oh my gosh, so much.
Yeah. There's nothing I'm seeing straight off the bat.
So
that's
alternatively, you can dismiss it forever. As an action, while it's temporarily dismissed, you can cause it to reappear in an occupied space within 30 feet of you. It doesn't outrightly say, but I got a feeling you're probably quite right. Like
I've got to go with my gut that if you can't connect to it, you're a little bit out of luck.
You can still dismiss it and resummon it, but you can't communicate with it whilst on different planes, as you have to be within 100 feet.
But if it dies on another plane,
then that might be a whole that's a whole different ballgame.
Well,
I think it's kind of like sending Bob on like spring break. He can go and be rogue.
he can go be free.
He won't know. Milton won't ever know, but then he comes back and.
Okay, Bob, I want you to go through this door, and if you cannot come back, I want you to get yourself killed as soon as possible.
What?
Kill yourself if you can't come back.
Yeah.
I don't want him to kill himself. I want him to get himself killed.
Okay then. I guess you'll resummon me, right? Right?
No.
Well, otherwise you are of use to me. So yes, I will resummon you.
Can't you just
to my eternal servitude?
The loving father.
Resummon him regardless, whether or not he is killed?
Yes, but this way it is more entertaining and painful for him.
What did I do when I signed that contract? Oh man! And then he sort of he will start flying off, and will eventually disappear into the void that is the blackness of the stairs.
Espen gives a sad look to Bob as he flies by and actually gives him a nod and says, "Well, thank you for doing this."
And he gives you that one last little look round before he flies into the blackness, and
people are sort of weirdly looking at me. It's like, what? He cannot die? Not really, actually. And I'm teaching him the ways of the world. I'm teaching him to be stronger than himself. This is a training exercise.
He can still be hurt, though, can't he? He can still feel pain. I'm sure it's not a pleasant experience. Albeit how short it is.
It depends how quick the death is, I guess.
Yeah, and no pain. I mean, you learn from failure, right? No pain, no gain. Isn't that an expression?
Bob's going to need so
learn
much
more from failure than success. That's true.
Most of the imps in hell need therapy, probably at this point. But yes, so he has disappeared into the void, and your link disappears in the moment, Milton. And you feel disconnected from him, confirming the point in the moment.
Does he come back?
He does not come back not for the first sort of minute, 30 seconds to a minute that you guys wait.
That's as Astra said, it's probably going to be a while.
Yeah.
If the time works differently, it's going to...
He's probably just abandoned you, though. Let's be fair.
He can never.
He's free of the
He
oppressor.
is contractually obligated to do whatever I wish. So
Is that across different planes, though? Maybe he's found clothes.
Yeah. Did you put that in your contract?
well, my employers operate on an interplanar level, so I assume the contract
of course,
with them
yes,
is
of course. Sorry.
signed.
You think devil contracts wouldn't have taken into account planar travel? At this point, I'm sure they had it figured out.
I've been a fool. I feel ashamed.
So yes, with this all going on then, and Bob disappearing into another plane, you guys making your way back down the stairs, or do you think you're going to try and explore? You did hear Bob talk about the other room up here that he did see that was at the other far east of sort of northeast of the space, or the rest is going off
here. How big was the drop?
another floor down, so it would hurt, but it wouldn't be.
So like 10-foot-ish, is it?
Yeah, a little. Yeah, maybe a fraction more. They're high ceilings, but it's not unbelievably dramatic.
I was just thinking, how difficult do these look to just like hop across?
You reckon it's doable if you were pretty dexy and you could make the rolls? Mechanically, you'd have to work it out.
I am pretty dexy.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Maybe we should go and have a look over here, like over to my left, which I'm facing down this way, I guess. It looks like it just goes outside, which it's not really any use to us. But there's a door over there, and thinking about it, probably should have said Bob over there.
Alas,
Well, if you give me an hour, I can resummon him. But otherwise,
That's a long time.
We just gave you an hour to resummon him. We keep killing him.
That's what they're there for. They're useful.
There. Finally, someone understands. Thank you, Miss Cordelia.
I was looking to see if I could use like sort of master tactics to just give myself advantage. I cannot.
Are you trying to get across to this?
I'll give
potentially.
you guidance if you want. I'll guide you.
I think I can
it.
just teleport you.
I believe in
over.
you.
Espen,
No, let him try. Let him try.
Well, what about if I start
Go on.
falling, you can teleport me?
If you start falling, I can levitate you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Do you know what, guys? I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Just let him try, please.
Oh,
Please
okay.
amuse me.
So he's going to be Dexy and try and hop between post to post.
Can I use deception instead, James? Or
Not this
Just
time.
see the hole into thinking it's not there.
Yes.
Okay,
Lie
I'm
to
gonna do it.
beans.
I'm just psyching myself up, and then I go to jump, and like I keep stopping.
Yeah,
And I'm like, right, okay, rub my hands together. Okay, let's do this. Yes. Yes.
You got guidance. You might be able to get it up.
you
a
did
bit.
have
I got
gun.
over 10, James. What does that mean? What just happened?
You just typed a 0.
You started
I got
texting.
10.
You got a 10.
So yeah, he makes it to the first rung, and then you guys watch as he's sort of like, and then is starting to topple forward, and is looks like he's on his way down to the floor below. Does anyone attempt anything in the moments as this is going on?
I will pull. My flute will have been out, and I will flute a charge at him, and that will
Flute
be
to charge.
Flute to charge.
It's very, very fluty.
What
Okay.
does that mean?
We're trying to decipher what that one means. These are the challenges of the DM. You have to work out what fluting is about.
Do I win? Flute to charge?
No, I'm using a charge from the flute.
Right.
To
And,
cast,
I'm
to
going
cast
to
something.
cast
Okay.
a levitate on you as you fall, so that you don't crash and burn to the ground.
So just stop right where I am, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Floated
So
there.
you
Yeah.
you felt like you were
as
going.
I'm levitating,
Yeah,
James, can I take out just go in one of my pockets and take out a massive 15-foot pole or whatever it is, and just usher myself across. Like ferry myself across.
From the robe of useful.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm just like,
absolutely,
sort of boat.
So yeah, in these moments, as he's literally as he's about to fall, there is just this giant pole that comes out of one of the pockets, and you will make it across because I like it. Because you're floating with your pole. So fair enough.
Did he make it?
He just about made it. Is the answer? It was not dignified. It was not dignified.
Yeah, I did.
With
The
an incredible
disappointment in
amount of
Mona's eyes.
assistance.
Just like,
It's like the world wanted me to fail, and I won't have it. Oh, guys, there's like a whole hallway here.
Yeah, it looks like there is a bunch of more quarters over this side, as far as you can tell. There's definitely some other bits and bobs and things like that as this is all going on.
Okay, I just opened that door.
Yeah, you opened
the door because I wanted to see if there's any baddies in there,
Fair
so
enough.
I could run away.
No, nothing like that. Quite as you first take a quick look, but it does seem to be okay in the moment as this is going on. And it looks again like another one of these sort of old servant sort of quarters off to this side. Doesn't look like as many of the rooms have collapsed on this side of things, but they are still messy and broken up, mold and weeds, but they're not as bad as some of the others that you've seen. Are you going off to some of the other areas?
Yeah, so I'm just going to close this door, and I'm going to try and I'm going to try this door here. I know no one can see me. Hi guys, I'm just here. I'm going to try this door. That's not what I wanted to see at all. I thought it might be a secret passage at the back of this room, but it's not a room, it's another corridor.
Yeah, fair enough. If you go off a little further off up that way, then can you join me in the secret room then for a moment, Regulus?
No!
We will.
nobody listens to the live stream.
Yeah, do the live stream get the secret room? Or
I don't believe they do. No, I think they will be free of that.
Exact live stream.
Yeah, I'm going in.
Right.
Do we have to entertain them now? Oh, God.
Do we have to vamp? Just fill.
All right. So yes, I think the stream will actually hear us in here, so it's not as bad as that. Basically it's just we just need a moment here, Jamie, for a moment, as they'll think that something's going on with your character, and it makes you more creepy for a moment. So I just think that's worth doing for a moment.
Very good.
I know. But yeah, that just roll me an animal handling check, which is the thing we have to do in the secret room, and then we will pop back in there, and
Okay, well.
if you want to act slightly awkward or something like that when you come back, that's all the better.
Oh yeah, I've got my camera off as well, so they can't actually see me. I'll put my camera back on in a sec.
No worries.
I'm gonna do a.
You'll be animal handling.
First,
Oh yeah.
and then I'm gonna do. Look at
She's throwing out a couple of things. Yep. And then, one last one for the animal handling check, and then in theory we can.
Joseph didn't believe it. I could see his face. He's like, "That's not how. No, that's not okay. That's not how I was doing anything."
Fair enough.
Look, I wasted my 20 on that.
Oh,
okay.
Fair enough. And back we go. Right.
Go.
That amazing ad for nothing.
Waste of
fair enough.
talent.
As that's all going on, good then. Anyone else up to anything as Regulus is off around the corner doing his thing for a few moments?
Does he say anything to me in my head?
Yeah, there's screams of terror.
No screams, I don't believe, but he's.
Oh no, he can't. He must be able to see me. Never mind.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Wait, has Jamie come back to us?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know you were back. I thought you died or something. We weren't allowed to know. Okay, cool.
Espen gives a worried look to Astra and Cordelia. Should we follow him to make sure that he is okay? I don't think any of us should be wandering around alone.
I'm sure he's perfectly capable of handling himself.
He runs away and hides in every fight.
Like exactly.
He knows how to keep himself safe.
There's a reason he has me.
Yes, he depends on us to distract whoever is causing us harm so that he can just go the other way.
Yeah, Mona, shouldn't you have followed him contractually?
No.
She just goes like, fair enough. So yeah, Reg, you spend a little bit of time looking around those rooms up the top. More servants' quarters. Not too much to write home about as that's all going on. Do you make your way back past the space that the guys can see you from, and make your way to the other rooms down the bottom towards the south, or what would you be up to in the moments?
Okay, I just wanted to quickly look at these awesome maps. So
that is true. Yeah, we're not shortchanged on the maps front. That's definitely true. But yeah,
hey, there's nothing
Astra,
at the top there.
Yeah, Astra, you see him come wandering back past the passageway, and he sort of yells out.
He's alive.
I just give a thumbs up on the way past.
I return it.
And then hopefully there's nothing in these. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it looks like a broken room, but at the bottom there, it does look like there is a sort of a common room, would be the best way of putting it. Looks like there are card games and other bits and bobs in here, if that makes sense. Do you want
to? Over?
You can make a perception check in this case. Let's see how you're going to do.
Can I make an investigation check, please?
Technically, this is more of a look-see right now. So yeah, have a look at that for a moment.
Oh, it was all right.
21. Okay, as this is going on. The shelves of there's a bunch of shelves and bits and bobs that next to the small card table and the coffee table and there seems to be a chessboard that sits upon them in the room there. There is a book on the east wall that looks slightly out of place. It looks a bit odd when you look at it, and you realize there's a latch to some sort of a secret passage that seems to be leading off on over here on this side as this is all going on. You think you found a hidden route round the upper part of the house that's going off to somewhere past this sort of games room that you're at.
Well, see, the pro gamer in me here is looking at this going, well, I'll just go this way, but then nobody will know where I'm going, and this doesn't go anywhere back to where everyone is. So,
So what would Regulus be doing? I suppose is the thing. Yeah, thinking how he's been in the past on that one. It's honestly up to you.
I think I could. The thing is, I think that if anything goes wrong, I'm on my own. I might actually need Mona.
That's fair. You've that plays out in the past.
See, there's like the two decisions Regulus is trying to choose between is, I could go off and see if there's anything of use for me here on my own without anyone else. But what if like lightning beings come out of the ground again, start harassing me? I've got nowhere to go.
Again, fair points as this is all going on. So Astra, he reappears again at the other end of the path.
Oh hey, there's like a secret passage here, but like it could go anywhere, so I don't really want to go down anywhere on my own.
Understandable. Should we go over there then? That the best course of action?
It will be a challenge for a few of us. Do I still have Cat's Grace up from the last session? Or
how long does it last?
I think it lasts an hour.
Let me
cast it without spending a.
Yeah, if it's an hour, I would say you're on the cusp. So I'd say it's running out. If that would be true.
Yeah, the thing is, I just can't remember if I lost concentration on it or not. Yeah, it's an hour, so I may still have my Cat's Grace up. So if you turn to see Espen, he bends all the way over at the waist to touch his toes and like stretch like a yogi, and then stands back up. Yeah, and says, I mean, it might be a challenge for a few of us to get across. I might be able to manage with my help from the thunder, but well, Mona, you are as large as I am. Will you be okay?
Mona can just hack it, just power through.
I might break the actual little beams. To be honest.
Yeah, I mean, the way I would play it so that we're not going too dramatic, I would just make it like a group skill check because you're all sort of trying to assist each other across. If you were going to go for it, we'd make it like a group check if you wanted to go that route. And you're all going for it. Do we have any
rope? We could use rope to like help guide people too.
Absolutely.
Do you want my massive pole? Because that'll help. Like you could put weight on it and make sure that you can get across.
Jamie phrasing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know. I heard the phrasing as I was saying it, but you've got to commit sometimes, and
sometimes you just got to commit. So yes,
just over your rod.
I would say that you can have some. I'll change the DC down a little bit with because you're all sort of aiding each other, and also that there is other things going on if you want, and you can all make a roll and make a dex check and just see what your overall group roll would be if you're going to all go for it. No problem.
Dex or acrobatics? Because some people might be trained in acrobatics.
That is true. On this case, it can be an acrobatics. Yes.
Feel like that's a risk.
Can it be athletics?
No, it's definitely Dexy on this front. Oh, okay. The first two are bringing that DC down right now.
I did pretty not as bad as I thought.
Mine's at advantage.
18.
Though.
Oh,
Nat 20. What up?
Oh, okay.
Would Cordelia even try though, or would she just teleport herself over?
I can't teleport myself. I can only teleport other people.
Yeah. Fair enough. But no, I'm gonna say with the DC being lowered and those overall results, it's gonna be a pass that you guys can assist each other across and make some space. So let me move you guys across and make this a little easier. 1 second.
Espen makes it across. He still heavily favors his left knee over his right, but he manages.
No problem.
Espen, that was very impressive.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised.
Aid of the divine comes through.
You can give yourself credit sometimes,
I think it was that power nap you took earlier.
It was a good nap.
Okay, so yeah, you guys have made your way across.
Varia make it across.
Yeah, Varia, I'm counting her as an NPC. She makes it across with the.
I piggybacked her. That's how she got across. She just
sure with a natural 20 for Espen, it's fine. Yeah,
Cordelia got that 8 because Varia pushed her slightly, just hoping she'd.
Yeah.
Just nudged you with your toe. You're fine.
It's just a little bit.
The games room was to the south, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and you do come into what looks to be some sort of a servant's common room would be the best way to do it. So yeah, it definitely looks like there's some a space for off-duty staff would be the best way of putting it. So there is the shadowed windows. There is old couches and a table with long abandoned card games that were once played upon them. But yeah, it's.
The chessboards, is it set up?
It is set up. It is about 3 or 4 moves in, as far as you can see, and it does look like it's black.
Okay, so it's not the same configuration as it was in the other place.
Your character plays chess quite a bit, or does have a dice set, sort of a chess set.
Yes, I do have.
Yeah. You are very aware that the game is not at the same position as the one that you saw in the other dimension. It's too early to tell who would be ahead at this point.
Just for good measure, I'll make the next move.
Okay, fair enough. Make an intelligence for me and see how good a move that was.
God,
Okay.
I'm rolling terrible today.
No. You feel pretty good about your move, but who knows how that would play out in the turn. But yeah,
It's okay. It's karma for treating Bob badly. It's fine.
fair enough. So yeah, as you guys are looking around the room, you can clearly see where the Regulus has opened this secret door by way of the ye olde book trap thing that you see before, and there is some sort of a hall beyond that doesn't seem to have much going on, barring like curious sort of markings there, odd sort of markings on the floor. Very strange sort of symbols going on.
Do we want to go that way, or do we want to search this room first?
Where are the markings and symbols, sorry?
Well, I had a good look around this room. I couldn't see anything other than the chess set, really. But then I found this book thing.
Can I make an Arcana check on these symbols as they look occult in nature?
Absolutely.
I saw these symbols and thought, no, I won't say anything about them.
You can be assisting on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Cordelia, you have seen houses and things like this before. Sometimes what they would do in some houses would be, in some of the staff quarters, they would actually cast the spells Longstrider and pass without a trace into the floors, so that they wouldn't disturb some of the residents within the house, if that makes sense. So there is it would allow staff to pass quietly. You have with a 28, you're pretty sure that these are no longer functional, but it would have been allowed. It would have allowed them to travel quickly and quietly when needed. So definitely a servant's trick of high-level magic users would be the best way of putting it.
That's such a good idea.
Also kind of terrifying that they're running around in the walls and you don't know that they're there.
Yeah.
But a trick that's been done, has been done before. But you do think it's probably fairly harmless at this point.
Probably.
With the 28, yeah. You think probably all right.
Probably, but not 100% certain. So
you're in that sort of 98% territory. Yeah.
Espen starts awake from the couch he is on. What's amiss?
Things could be people could be in the walls.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
This place is weird.
Yeah, but it's also kind of cool, right? Like, I dig it.
Are you trying to sell it to us?
For yours, it could be just like 6 million gold or whatever, how much it would be.
In today's market,
more.
yeah.
We take into account the land, which I have said many times is the commodity, really, not the house.
Fair enough. But yes, yeah. So these hallways lay ahead of you guys. So what are you up to?
Okay, well,
you think you're taking the lead, Mona, or?
Sure, I did. Mona
got your back, don't worry.
Yeah. Sure you do.
Takes a step back.
Mona's given off her own light, right?
Yes, she is at the moment. Yes, and as she sort of steps on the symbols on the floor as this is all going on, it's all fine.
I was looking for her to phase in the wall or something.
But a hell of a long corridor ahead of you. But it does look like it does come out on what looks to be not a door at the far end, but another, the back side of a secret door would be the best way of putting it.
I was zoomed in and I was like, why the hell? How am I going backwards? What is going on? Okay.
Is this a window or?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's definitely a few windows on this side of the house as you sort of scroll by.
Investigate as we go to see if there's any hidden doors as we travel to the end.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, you can definitely make an investigation check.
Doing that, I will give you guidance.
I love guidance. Lie, I don't. Hate it.
Well, 22, and whatever your guidance would allow on top on that
3,
one.
please. Yeah, 25.
Okay, so yeah, you feel pretty damn confident that there are no other extra secret doors or anything weird and wonderful. It does just pass from one end of the house to the other, as far as you can tell.
Oh, so there's no secret door here?
There is a secret door at the far end, but no,
right.
nothing on the nothing on the in between. But yeah, Mona, you can.
What is the use of this hallway?
Yeah, you just go to the end. But no, it does open up, and I'm assuming Mona, you just push forward and push through, or
Yeah.
no problem. On the other side, there seems to be a servant's common room on the other side of the space as this is all going on, and then there appears to be a giant mirror in the corner of the room as you guys are walking in.
Right.
I just put it on the ground facing down.
Okay, so yeah, you as you go and grab hold of the mirror and you pull it forward and lay it on the ground. No problem.
Oh, I was about to roll initiative.
Nice.
So there seems to be a fair bit of debris again in here. It's not in too bad a state, but it is. It's definitely looking pretty dusty, and there seems to be a bit of structural collapse here and there once more. But it's definitely a lot of detritus. Mona, as you're sort of the first in as this is all going, can you give me just a perception check overall, barring the obvious of the mirror that you were dealing with?
I sure can. No, I can.
Okay. A lot of dust and dirt, but under the sort of the film of the dust that's sort of covering everything, there's inches of it over the floor. There appears to be some scratched or carved words in the layer of the dust, if that makes sense, that are not as like it's slightly less dusty by a fraction, so it's dust over dust, but yeah, it's written in the dirt and the carved. There are every so often you're looking around and you're spotting a word, like the word incomplete, still here, broken, trapped, a few other things as you're looking around.
In common, I'm assuming. Or...
Yes, yeah, they appear to be in common as you're looking around. Yeah, but you're seeing a few of them as this is all going on.
I think somebody was trapped in this room. There's lots of words carved into the floor.
Yeah, and as Mona starts to point this out to the rest of you, you definitely start to spot there are many of these words around in different spaces.
Oh my gosh, if you zoom in on the map, there are actually words on the floor.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Oh, no way!
Are they actually coherent words?
Stunning. Suffering. Here. Alone.
I thought you meant the black, like the black smudges. I thought you meant that, but then actually looking at it, it's all over the place.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Goodness. That's cool, dude.
That's creepy.
Job Foundry. I like that.
Cordelia is right next to suffering.
Yeah, what are you standing on, guys?
Suffering together. That's what I'm next to.
Aw. At least you're not alone.
Challenged.
Fair enough. So yeah, there are many of these words around as you're looking. So yeah, by all means, you can piece together what you can see and kind of go from there as you wish. As the as you feel. So
I don't think people in here had a good time.
Yes, there is no comprehensible sentence or anything, right? It's just words being scrolled through each other, or
yeah, there are many of these words around in different places, but no, nothing is in the order of a sentence, if that makes sense. But
Ooh. Not safe. Oh, I don't like this.
I'm sure it's fine.
Let's just leave this room where they clearly housed some insane person, or somebody was trapped after the portal happened.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Both very likely things. And I will try this door. Oh, it's locked.
Yeah, Mona. Yeah, you do find yet another locked door on your way here as this is going on.
Reg, come unlock this door since you don't want to. Well, I can unlock it for you, but you whinged last time.
No, please, no. By all means, let me do this. Help me do it.
You get the old thief's tools out and see what you're doing.
You see, like, Mona, like, grasp her glaive, like, really hard as if she, like, is going to slash Reg and goes,
Get paid first, then
think of the percentage. Yeah, think of the percentage. Always the percentage.
Reg, Liz, I will give you
couldn't
guidance.
find thieves' tools. I just couldn't find it at all.
You didn't need it, but okay. You got guidance.
I mean, I'll see what I get. Maybe I get a 30, and I open there we are, 30 when I open all the doors in the house.
Was it even locked? Yeah, at the moment it was such a with ease as this is going on. However, the room or the space before you is in far dire consequences. As you can see, parts of the space ahead are literally broken open and apart. There are but a few beams that link across the space. The door has been placed to sort of make it possible to climb across a few spaces, but the space is very open to the floor below, where there appears to be a busted piano and a few other things. You believe that the dance hall would be on the floors below.
This drops like 2 floors.
It's dropping a lot further than what you've seen in some of the other space areas. That's correct. Yeah, it would take you to the ground floor.
That what?
Is that a chest right above my head?
Let's have a quick look. 1 second. Let's have a look on this one.
I don't think I'll be stepping on that door. I think I don't think it's going to support my weight.
Yes, it appears to be a trunk by the side of you there as this is all going on.
I'll check it for traps first, I guess.
Okay, yeah,
I'll
definitely.
Be a rogue. My light has just disappeared. Oh, is it because Mona's disappeared?
I'll hand my shield to Astra so that she can cast light over here since I'm standing behind her. It's technically my light, but she's holding mine.
I am struggling to hold this thing.
It's check for traps.
Investigation? You think you're okay. You don't think it'll be trapped. It's trapped at this point. It's a very old, worn kind of trunk would be the best way of putting it.
Does it open?
It does, yeah. Fairly easily as this is going on. But it seems to be like a couple of bits and bobs in there of personal belongings. There's like a brush and a comb, like some bits that would be on a nightstand, if that makes sense. But it all seems to be sort of fairly withered and busted up as you're looking in there. Nothing strikes you as immensely valuable in the moment. It's kind of like servants, kind of personal belongings would be the best way of putting it, but not in good nick.
What's the relevance of this place then? Can we not get to the piano room usually?
You've certainly been in the piano room. You guys have had to fight the dancers and bits and bobs previously down there. You have been down there. That's certainly true.
We might be able to make it across here by going over the roof, maybe. Does this window open?
It's certainly busted up. It wouldn't take much more busting up to make that happen if you wanted to. You'd have to be on the rickety tiles of the outside of the building, but it's not impossible.
I mean, it's presumably better than the beams, like hanging over two floors of a fall down, right?
Sure.
I I can cast fly on myself to go and see what's happening over there. That is something I could do.
That's up to you guys. Yeah. How do you want to play it?
Yeah, sure. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's got to be some relevance to all this. Everything's led us somewhere. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'll at least go over to see what those doors lead to. So I'll flute the charge again, and I will fly.
It's okay. We understand it this time.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so yeah, you will literally will fly over to the other side then, Astra, as this is all going on. Where's your token?
You can fly from Peter Pan. Here.
You can fly, you can fly, you
I've
can
lost
fly,
you.
you can fly, you can fly.
I'm next to Milton.
You are next to Milton.
I think either I'm
you're under Espen, that's why.
I'm above Espen on my screen.
Because you own that token. Yeah, for me, you're one of many. So that's definitely true. So yeah, you go flying over to the other side here as this is all going on.
Whoa,
there appears
Astra, that is so impressive.
Thank you. I've never done this before.
Yeah, you can see just ahead of you there is one door off to one side and another door off to the right, and obviously the corridor leads further on down.
Okay. I will jostle this and see if it opens. Does it?
Yes, it does appear to open as this is going on.
Oh, I found the loot.
1 second.
Oh God.
So upon opening this bathroom door into a hallway, there is a large, quick sound of a boom. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw in the moment, if that's okay.
Someone,
Mona and Cordelia.
Has someone decimated the loo? And
someone literally dropped a bomb in the bathroom.
Mona and Cordelia just chilling in the background.
Yeah, so you guys watch as Astra dives out of the way, and there is the sound of like an explosion of thunder in the moment, and it sort of settles off after a few moments. The sound is horrendously loud. It's like a massive thunder crack in the middle of this space in the seconds, and you feel like almost in those moments that your eardrums are sort of feel like they're almost getting blown out in the moments, Astra, but you do manage to avoid what's going on there, and I think that might be a good point for us to take a quick break and go grab a drink and return, and yes, we will see where we're at. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so yeah, we are back then. So yeah, moments ago, yes, Astra, yeah, you hit a trapped toilet door, and there was an absolutely almighty explosion, and yeah, everyone was having to cover their ears for a few moments, and yeah, Astra, you dodge what was like an explosion and lightning and thunder damage going on all around you in the moments. The floor looks even more rickety, and you're like, yeah, darted off to one side. Luckily, being missed by the explosion of sound that came from that space, as everybody else begins to react in those moments to what's going on.
No smell, right?
No smell, no.
Okay, that's fine then.
yeah, no. If there was one, it's been gone many a decade. Yeah.
Astra, are you okay? What was that?
I asked if I was okay.
I said...
I opened the toilet door and it just exploded. And not in the way one would expect. It doesn't smell, so I'm hoping...
Wait,
pieces aren't involved.
What way would you expect a toilet to explode?
Oh, come on, we've all been there.
Yeah, like...
What?
Everyone's had one of those days.
Sheepishly quiet.
Yeah, I've been to many parks in Havana. It's terrible.
I will gingerly peer into the room.
Absolutely. Yeah, appears to be a definite privy on the other side, but yeah, for whatever reason the door was booby tracked, and yeah, Lord knows why.
Can I do an Arcana
Leave a
check
bathroom?
on like what the spell was and how long it's been there? Maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. You can make an Arcana check on that one.
Nice.
17. So yeah, they'd use some sort of award to literally make it so that it would do thunder damage from some sort of a spell. So yeah, it was basically an arcane ward had been placed upon the toilet.
Okay, I'm gonna come in because it's a weird thing to booby trap. Is a low. There isn't a mirror over the sink, is there?
No, it doesn't appear to be a mirror as you're looking over the sink as this is all going on. But
my nose and I look down the privy.
you take a look down the privy?
I will have a glass privy as I hold my nose.
Fair enough. Make a perception check of the privy.
And then roll initiative.
I'm assuming is it dark down there?
It's very dark down there. Yes. Yeah.
Then I will put a dancing light orb down it, so that it's a little bit easier for me to see.
Absolutely, it definitely becomes much easier to see as this is all going on. And it just appears to be a very old privy from what you can see. Nothing is standing out. Nothing has survived the decades of no use.
Okay. This is a really weird thing to booby trap. Okay, there's nothing in below. It's a weird thing to booby trap. I don't know if it's some weird prank that has just been sitting here for ages at the staff.
Why are you looking in the toilets?
Because I was wondering if there's anything in here worth protecting with a big ass explosion spell.
And you expected to find it inside the privy?
There's nowhere else to hide anything in there.
I thought you were an investigator. That doesn't make sense.
I was investigating the privy.
I mean, we've already met the Corvinarises. They're kind of douchebags. They probably just did that to
mess with their servants.
Mess with their servants and provide a little light entertainment.
Well, Regulus has been finding secret doors all over. Perhaps maybe that is one way they were protecting one in there. Have you checked the walls, maybe?
I will do a general investigation.
I think that, maybe the secret doors were basically just for the staff to move around, probably.
23.
Yeah, you feel pretty comfortable in your conclusions that there are no secret doors in the privy, as far as you can tell.
Comfortable is not the word I would use after having looked down a privy.
That's fair. Yeah. It's awkward moments all round on that front. But yes, it does seem to be. It does appear to be a privy.
Jess for so long.
Okay, the loo is completely clear, and I will shut the door to this toilet. It is no longer a problem. And then I will move to the next.
Does it happen if you open it again?
I will tentatively open it again, but duck away.
Okay.
Such peer pressure.
But no, the door does nothing. You brace for a moment, but nothing happens in the moments as you give that a go.
Okay, we're good. All clear. That's that spell done.
Very long. How long does your fly spell last for? Do we know?
Fly, let me check.
An hour, is it?
10 minutes, I think.
Oh, 10 minutes.
Oh no, you're plenty fine. You're plenty fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you're moving up, you're going to try the other door on the other side.
Forward any further.
One second.
That this is a wall.
It does, doesn't it? Yes. Oh, that is to stop you when the trap is going on and make you not go flying forward too far. But yes, you can now. The wall has been removed. There appears to be another door on the other side. You open it up, and again, it looks like a very busted up servants' quarters. The space is
There's a big hole.
A very big hole and very broken. Is definitely the way to look at it as this is all sort of going on.
What is this? in front of me?
Oh, there's curtains and a set of windows, basically. So some dark, heavy curtains over the window. They are partially drawn. They're letting in a little light, but yeah, they are partially drawn.
I shall open them.
No problem. Yep, you can see the grey space beyond of the fog and the mists that lie on the outside of the house.
Okay.
Looking as uninviting as before.
Doesn't. I'll do a quick investigation in here.
Absolutely.
Leave no stone unturned. 23.
23, yeah. No, if there was anything that had survived, it's so battered and broken in here, you're pretty comfortable in your assessment that there is nothing left of use in that space.
Can I use that investigation, or can I roll a different one to work out whether or not this is these are man-made destructions or time-based, as in like has the floor rotted through, or has someone
seeing as that was an unfruitful investigation, I'm going to let you use that roll.
Okay.
Yeah, no, this does seem more like this is of the elements destruction rather than man-made. Okay. There has been enough destruction of this end of the house that you think most of it is natural in bad weather. Being able to seep into the building has managed to destroy as much as it has in these sort of sides. Again, vast waves of the floor below you are missing once more, and another door at the far end of the space.
Oh, it's really bringing us all the way around. Okay. I will quickly see if that opens.
Yeah, absolutely. And you open the door. There seems to be a bedroom beyond. Seems to be divided into two sections. There's sort of a screen across the middle of the space, and then there is a bunch of sofas and bits and bobs as this is all going on. And the first things you can spot is there is one mirror off to one side over here.
Immediately write it down.
No problem. As you go running over to that first mirror, your eye draws a line, and there are more mirrors in this space as this is all going on.
How many is more?
You are all
at least 2 or 3 in the space as this is all going on.
I've never moved quicker. They're all going down.
Fair enough. As this is all going on, So Astra, you're going to have to roll some initiative then, and we shall see how this is going to play out as this is all going on. So yes, in the moments here as this is all going on, you running up to the second one as an arm begins to reach out through the mirror towards you, Astra, as this is all going on. We're going to see which one of you two react first here. So yeah, we'll bring you both into the initiative as this is all going on.
Oh, I'm thrilled.
And I will roll for it.
Oh, that's good.
Yay! Immediately.
Okay, so yeah, as this arm is coming out of the mirror, Astra, and as you go running over to it, you are first to react in these moments as this is all this is all going on. I'm just going to change the view here so that we're on the version where we can see what you're doing. So 1 second. As we move up here to this space as well. So as this is all going on. So yeah, you're the first to react as this thing is starting to make its way out into this space, Astra. In the moments, you can see it on the reaching its arms out of the mirror and is making its way to you. What are you going to do in the moments as this is all going on?
Hell no!
You are first.
Absolutely psychic glance. I am on my own. I am not risking this for any proverbial biscuit.
Okay, fair enough. As this is all going on, so yeah, you're going to make it to an intelligence saving throw. So let's see how it's going to do. Intelligence. Let's see on this one, and it rolls a nat 20 in the moment. Is it a save or suck in this case?
better not be.
Half the
Half
damage. Okay,
Yes.
no problem. So it will take half of that in the moment. And anything else on your turn as this is all going on?
I back away towards the door and I scream very loudly, which I won't do in case lovely watchers are wearing headphones. But imagine that. if
Fair
you
enough. Yeah. So there is a yell and a scream in the moment as this is all going on. This will effectively bring everybody else into the combat, so you guys can roll yourselves in.
You're all involved.
You're on your own from Mona because she can't do anything.
I
can write my
can't seem to
obituary.
roll myself from there.
Okay,
Okay,
so it's
I'm
just
with you.
Milton
Oh, I
and
see,
Reg.
I see.
Yeah.
With
I was trying to
the
click the. I was hovering over my character and trying to click the roll button. It wasn't working.
Fair enough. What?
You know, the character at the top.
would the Shardstalker go next, or would it?
Well, in the scheme of things, I think for purposes, I'm going to have it roll, and then you guys are the second round, if that makes sense. But yeah,
Nope, that's
Yeah,
it.
that's what I thought.
so I
That's what
think as you guys hear her yell out and say something is going on in the moment, we're going to have the image of this thing behind her, Espen, as this sort of is going on in the moment, and then it will make a strike against her. Let's see how it's going to do.
No, don't touch me. No, don't touch
20 to
me.
hit. I'm assuming that will definitely hit with the first
Yeah.
one. And then let me just double check. Multi-attack, it can make 2. Okay, so the second one is going to be incoming. And a 12? Is a 12 a hit or a
No.
miss?
It's a miss. Finally.
Okay, so yeah, as this is all going on, it will miss with the second attack, and then that will bring us into the turn order. I'm going to bring it all round to the beginning, and the next one to react will technically be Regulus, as you hear her shouting out as something is going on. But you are way down here at this point, Regulus. What are you up to?
How far away are we? Oh, so far.
Quite far.
Ages away.
Okay, so Regis is just going to be like, look, Astra, we can't do anything. So, good luck.
I think.
She's dead to you now. I see.
I mean, what do you want me to do? I'm literally looking at like Espen. I feel like that's the most judge I'm having right now. And I'm just sort of like shrug a bit. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Fair
Just
enough.
goes back to looting the chest. Like, nah.
Going through the personal effects. Okay, yeah, so in the moment, that makes sense. Astra, you are next to react as all this is going on.
I am going to do Thunder Wave because it's close to me, and I will do that. Level 2. Let's do that level 2.
You're technically giving off light as well, aren't you, at the moment? So I should add that to...
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not got your dancing
I
mask.
won't. Oh, I used it technically in the toilet, but I never said that I dispelled it.
Okay.
So,
Well, so I'm going to give you a little bit of light anyway, so it makes it make more sense in the moment to me anyway.
I hate to be this person,
Oh,
but aren't you concentrating on fly?
not anymore because I has floor beneath me, so it's all okay.
okay.
So you just fly then?
I
So
can't
fly?
fly.
Fly is gone in the moment, so it's got to make a save here. Constitution in the moment. Right, so let's see how it's going to do. A 19 on that one. Okay.
Yes, motherfucker! I swear to God.
Okay, so it will take half the damage on that one. Okay. So yeah, that all happens in the moment.
Damage as well. Ah, rubbish. Yeah. And that is.
You're staying put?
nowhere else I can really go. I've trapped myself because I can't fly.
Okay. So yeah, if that's the end of your turn, you do have movement technically, but
then it will just take an opportunity. So I'm just gonna have to accept my fate.
Okay. Oof. In the moments then, bringing us to Espen's turn here as this is all going on. You've seen this thing swipe at her from a distance, but she's pretty far off right now, Espen.
Yeah, Espen's just like, Astra, you need to get out of there. I can't do much. Espen is going to grasp his holy symbol, and he's going to trace like a symbol in the jewel, and then he's gonna pull it out, and he's gonna dot it 3 times in front of him, and then swipe his hand, and 3 scorching rays are just going to zigzag around the hallway, all around Astra, to go into this thing without hitting her, because it's the farthest away thing that I could do.
Oh, okay.
So,
see if you can target him and give it a shot. Oh,
I didn't target him, sorry. But I did get a natural 20.
You did get a natural 20 on that one. So yeah, as the fire damage flies out, missing Astra in the moment, and hitting this thing in the shoulder as this is all going on.
That is only
one
back of my rays. So here's the second one, and I have targeted him now.
Nice. Let's see if it does the trick. That would be nice.
Nice.
Yeah, you definitely hit again. Whoa, these are pretty beefy overall.
And here's another one. Nah, that one does do it.
No problem. But yeah, you definitely see this at least one of them catches it squarely, and certainly pulls back in the moment as this is all going on. Next in the turn order will be Cordelia.
She is currently having a moment where she's silently chortling to herself after imagining some poor servant being caught in this booby trap on the toilet, and then kind of remembers the situation that she's in, and you'll see she maneuvers her hands and just clicks her fingers as she casts Vortex Warp on the lovely Astra.
Yay! Vortex.
And will teleport her behind Mona.
Okay, fair enough. So the black ravens come out, and she will be teleported.
As I see the ravens
space.
appear, I flip it off as I disappear into the ravens.
Does anyone have anything else that will be happening in the moments? Milton and Mona, do you have anything? Or we may be ending the combat early with a question.
Now I'm out there, you can fireball.
I cannot also because I do not
sadness.
have the spell slots.
Okay, well if no one's going to be doing anything this round, we will cancel the combat as the vision of this thing will disappear from view and be out of sight.
Oh my god, I did not enjoy that.
What happened?
So I went into a room that it seemed kind of master bedroom-esque. There was definitely some armchairs that seemed to have some soot centralized in between it, maybe some sort of explosion or whatever. But there was a big bed, and then there were 3 mirrors. I knocked down 2, and I was just about to get to the other one, and then one of the horrific mirror monster's hands came out, and it came for me, and then I zapped it, and then I realized and then I lost my flying from all the spells and stuff. It was all chaos.
Oh my, that sounds terrible.
It wasn't the best, but that room looks important. I'm a little bit scratched, but nothing dreadful, nothing too bad.
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely a sort of in the air as you were sort of, obviously you were running around. It was all happening pretty quick, but there was definitely the stench of smoke and sort of burnt smells coming from the middle of the room. That was certainly a bit of that. And yeah, you didn't have a lot of time to take it in, but yeah, it was definitely definitely a very the aftermath of something horrible had happened in that room is certainly, thinking about it in the moment. Yeah, it's kind of like I kind of like the idea of the like you've watched the witness the results of an atomic bomb going off, but inside of a room would be the best way of putting it. But yeah, very contained. And then I think probably at that point, Astra, are you making an intelligence check?
Nice.
With a 19, yeah, it would dawn on you that room would be somewhere above a dining hall where a terrible explosion ripped through space and time and planes where you first saw in the first episode, where you ended up going through in the second episode where you guys went through the portal space, and there was some sort of the arcane explosion from beyond. So yeah, this is almost directly above that space. Even two floors up, it's still there's signs of explosion.
Astra will say that to everyone. Go, I think it was like the remnants of the explosion from the dining room. If we went a floor beneath, we'd probably find no floor whatsoever and just be able to see straight through into the dismantled dining room. But you could still smell like the smoke residue from it, I think.
When we first entered the dining room, way back when in that second episode, it had a ceiling, right?
It did have. I think the best way to put it would be partial. Would be on that front. I would say, thinking back on it now, you probably think, oh, hang on, it looks like some of it was exploded back. I'm just going to take a quick look at the second floor, and that will confirm or deny my suspicion.
I don't think any of us looked up when we went in there. It was more, what the hell?
Yeah, I mean, I would say it looks like the floor below, there is still some of it intact, but it does look like it's in a bit of disarray. So yeah, I don't think you would say it was completely blown out, would be the best way to put it. But certainly a fair bit of destruction might be the on that one. Oh, apologies, I'm moving everybody to the wrong one. Let's bring you back onto story there. That's what happens when you start looking at other maps. I don't know. Right. So yes, it should reload for you. So yes, maybe there's remnants of explosion, but it doesn't look like it was in pieces. Anyone else? Yeah. Anyone up to anything? You are all alive and on this side of the building right now.
Astra, do you think we need to go to that room? Do you think it's important to get answers or find something?
I feel like we could gain something from that room, but we could gain from any room. It was a different layout to all the other rooms that we've come in, which makes me think maybe it belonged to someone a bit more important than the other staff members here, maybe. But it was hard to get a proper look when the first thing that caught my eye were the mirrors.
You don't think it was Elfsith room, do you?
You can make another intelligence check. Oh no, I'll take your 19. It still looks like servants' quarters. So I would say that was a bit. It was probably a bit more than that. Would probably be the terms at this point. But it's not impossible. But you probably think it's still not family quarters at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I don't think so. I think it's still staff up here. Maybe someone of Oscar's caliber or someone equal to him, the head housekeeper maybe, or something like that. Yeah,
in other places that there is obviously Usk as the head housekeeper, and you had the seneschal, which is the other member of the house staff that was high up. So yeah, those are the two most important staff.
James, did I ever meet a seneschal on the material plane when I was younger?
I'm not sure that you. Well, maybe. You did certainly meet Usk at one point. I'm going to say just for ease, you don't recall on that one because you do remember Usk. So I'll give you that.
That's fine. Well, if we want to make it to that side, I think we'd have to step outside on the roof to get to where you were. Otherwise, we could just leave it be. But as you said, there could be answers there. Regulus, you're muted.
All that time. We just need to explore every option. So I think that let's get around, get to it, see what's happening. These mirrors are gotta be guarding something. I would imagine there's gotta be some connections. Things don't just happen for nothing.
So how do you guys want to play this? Do you want to spend some time making your way across the roof and making it to sort of doing it that way? Or do you think you guys would have spent the time going around the inside of the house and across the weakened floor across the other way would be the other?
Safer.
Yeah, either or are definitely options. And we'll say there's a bit of skill. You've got to do certainly a little bit of skill checking to get back over rafters and things because you guys got down into this space via ways, but it would be a skill check involved either way is the honest truth. Probably
James, with my robe of many things, there's 4 pouches which my DM decide, and they random ones that a DM decides what are they.
Oh
is
God.
One a bridge? Does a bridge come out of my pocket?
No, but if you can give me, you could.
I do have a ladder, yes.
You do have some things on that one. If you come up with something, and if you come up with something interesting, I'll make you roll for it. If you make
it's 5. It's 5 times. No, that's the recommended thing. So in addition, there's. Oh no, sorry, it has 4d4 other patches.
Oh, well then roll 4d4.
Roll it now.
How many are these extra patches?
16.
16 ladders.
Don't roll 2 1s.
Well, I'm sorry. It's 8. It's more than 4.
That is true. That is true. But yeah, if you come up with something interesting, I'll let you roll on it to see if a patch is a thing, if that makes sense. We'll make it mechanically something interesting. But for now, as a kind of an aside here, what do you guys think? Do you think you make the skill checks going back through the building and make your way around, or are you going to go over the roof, or are you going to abandon and make your way to the floor below? I suppose is the 3 options that you've got. We can do it as a poll, I believe, if we want. Shall we do a bit of that?
Yeah,
let's add a couple of options here. So floor below.
I mean, the thing is, we're going to have to roll to get back to where we were anyway, so if we're going to roll, we might as well roll to go on the roof, right?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You no longer have the advantage either, Espen, so...
Yeah, I gotta assume that Cat's Grace is done. James, you were very generous and let me have Cat's Grace for as long as you did, and I still haven't watched the end of the last episode. I may have not even had it to begin with, but I didn't need it for 20 in my first one.
Right, so here we go. So this is our general poll. Let's see which way... Well, there seems to be a clear... clear winner off the bat here on that one. So you guys can give me a dexterity and with a... it's going to be a general group skill check here on that one. So it can be acrobatics if you wish on that one as well.
I'm sorry, I didn't vote because I was looking at patches.
That's okay. You would have to vote very well to beat 6 of the others. Yeah. Espen. Oof.
Espen definitely bringing up the rear.
17.
That trick knee's gone.
Yeah.
Cat's Grace is gone, yeah.
I wasted it all on Cat's Grace. Now you see me being like, oh, get through the window here. It's so high.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I'm going to say that with the rest of you doing as well as you have, and yeah, I think you help Espen across, and it's not ideal, but it does eventually make you guys make it across, and you are able to make your way into the space. I'm going to move you over to make life a little easier. 1 second.
Rowboat. Can I have a rowboat, please, James?
I'm sure if you roll on a D on percentile, and yeah, we'll figure that out.
You just say riding horse?
So
Robo.
I just went for a see what was about, and this was on Reddit, obviously Reddit.
Yeah.
One of them's two mastiffs, so like two massive dogs.
How do you have a
horse?
pit? How do you get a pit in your pocket?
Look, if you need to ask, you need to know. You know?
I mean, portable hole is a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Portable ram.
There's a lot of interesting things.
That window, which I thought was really strange. Ladder, I think ladder. We should definitely probably have one of my 8 things is a ladder.
You should pull out the dogs as well.
Iron door? What?
Oh my god, crazy
I mean,
stuff.
that would be a flat surface we could walk across.
I mean, yeah.
But anyway, you guys do
Sorry,
make it.
yes,
Yeah, you guys do
Reddit.
make it. Yeah, you do guys do make. Yeah, thank you, Reddit. You guys make it back into a room that Astra has seen before, smashing the window. It's precarious, but you do manage to make your way in. It's there is definitely the scent and smell of burning. 2 mirrors appear to be on the ground, and there appear to be 3 more on the other side of the room. As this is all going.
James, my light would have gone out as well because I would have had to put my glaive away to climb across the roof.
Okay, thank you. We can definitely get rid of that. One sec.
My light is still up though because I just cast light whenever.
That makes sense. Okay, so hopefully that'll turn your light off. And
So Reg, you have the percentages here, but like if you go to the actual D&D Beyond, it shows you what you would roll to get those.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so hang on.
I just went straight to Reddit.
Yeah.
Oh, that is actually a thing.
there's a D100 roll.
Things.
Oh, there you go.
I can get 2 mastiffs. I'm
It
gonna
looks
get
like
dogs.
it's all the same
can
numbers.
get a
For the
horse.
reason you just found like the percentages of what they would be, whereas like these were actually the rolls.
Oh, James, should I just roll 8 d8s? I'll just do this in the background.
Yeah. Just make a note. Make a note. Yeah.
No,
make a
I'm
note
gonna
of
do
what
it.
you've got.
I'm gonna do it to James, so nobody knows.
Good plan. Good plan.
Right.
So
carry
yeah.
on with the story. I'm sorry, viewers.
Yeah, we got. There's bound to be a sidetrack. Yeah, bound to be a
We have
sidetrack.
toys. We found toys. We gotta use them.
So bringing it back to the moment, yes, you've managed to knock down the mirrors on the walls, feeling a little bit more secure in the moments as this is all going on. But yeah, what would you guys like to do as this is all going on?
I see papers on the floor here. This is something that draw Milton's attention pretty much immediately. So
I see a chair and I'm gonna sit on it.
Fair enough on that one.
And Cordelia will immediately be like, "Oh no, not that one. There's a shadow."
Oh God. Oh no. Oh, you're right. Whoa.
Yeah,
There's
there
no
is.
shadow on that one. There's a shadow on the other ones.
There's definitely ash on most of the chairs as you're
I
looking.
wipe off
As
the
you're
ash.
looking.
It's-
That one's person shaped. That one is person shaped.
Yeah, as is this one.
Oh.
you said you saw
these
two
are-
spectral beings when you were here the first time. Do we think that these are they?
I don't. I think this is a separate incident. Because we're not directly above the other one.
So yeah, you can make an intelligence check, Cordelia, having a look at these chairs in the moment as this is all going on.
Well, I'm just looking out the window here. And I can see the roof that was above the dining hall.
Yes.
Here.
Yeah, there's definitely more dining hall above. That's definitely true.
Yeah, so the portal would probably be about here.
Yeah. That does track.
So this is a separate incident.
Maybe. But yeah, you can make an intelligence check because you have been looking at the chairs and the bits in here as this is all going on.
Can I persuade you with Arcana?
This is technically an investigation at this point, yeah. So apologies. No, it's not
I'll
quite
I'll give you
Arcana.
investigation.
On that one. 22. So the chairs in this room and the floor that surrounds them have shadowy silhouettes burned permanently into their surfaces. One cuts a profile of a face unmistakably screaming. Nothing else visibly remains of whoever these shadows once belonged to. So yeah, you're definitely very aware of that from what you're looking at there. Anyone else up to anything as this is going on? Mona, you've gone over to the other
I will
side.
investigate over here. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh my God! How do you get the double 20s on that one?
Mona
I lost connection to the server.
Booted you for that reason. Powerful.
So the obviously the mirrors that you guys were placing down on the ground, I'm going to say that you definitely noticed in the moments when you were doing on that. Several of those mirrors had large handprints upon them that had been faded thanks to layers of dust between them. One of the mirrors had a because you're doing this quickly, but you did so well, and it was double 20s. I'll give you this. One of the mirrors had a narrow sliver of dust stripped from it at the bottom, no more than about 4 fingers tall. It appears to have been a fresh stripping of the dust, not more than a few days old, if that. So as you were putting that one down, you thought someone's been here, and not that long ago.
Mona's not very intelligent, though. She probably just thinks it was the monster that's coming out in and out of the mirrors.
Oh, fair enough.
Is there anything else around the room with that investigation, or apart from the mirrors?
There would be. There is a framed canvas of a painting that is cracked and worn, depicting the household servants in a mix of seated and standing positions on the manor's grounds. Sorry. Strangely, none of them have faces when you look at them in the picture.
Oh.
As you examine it a little bit more closely, it looks like someone has carefully scratched the paint off of every one of them with a knife. And the frame is less dirty than anything else in the room, with clear handprints and smudges in the dust.
Oh, somebody's got a vendetta against all the servant staff. Seems like somebody was in this room recently. Like, more recently than 20 years ago was longer than that now, but when the explosion happened.
Yeah, the incident would have been a fair ways off, yes. Decades off, as far as you're aware, yes.
I will join her to look at the picture. I understand that the faces have been mutilated, but we've met Usk enough times. I probably know his body shape.
I'll give you there is a sort of slightly longer elf-like figure in a uniform that would make sense. That you would say that was probably Usk. Yes, his face sadly no longer there.
Is there any particular one that's been like aggressively mutilated? Like the others maybe just a bit of scraping, but like this one has been obliterated. Is there anything like that?
No, it seems to be a fairly even. It seems a fairly even affair from what you're seeing.
Even spread of hatred.
They seem to have they've been very particular about taking every face off the image.
Oh.
Disappointed?
So there's potentially someone else in this house that we are yet to run into, apart from these monsters, of course.
We've been seeing people's sleeping bags and random pieces of armor and weaponry, so it stands to reason we may run into or people who used to be here.
Exactly how many shadows are burnt into these chairs? Is it just the 2, or is there one on every single chair?
Let me just double check.
Because there was some writing in the...
Yeah, no, it appears,
drawer.
from what I'm seeing here, it looks like it is one for each of the chairs.
Okay.
Oh no, Espen's sitting on one. The picture made it look like there's not one there. He never would have sat down.
It's fine. You're just desecrating someone's corpse. It's okay.
The ash of yes,
No
the ash
corpse
of one.
there anymore.
Ooh, actually, hang on.
Ash still legally counts.
I'd like to check a spell.
Okay, that blows my theory out the window.
Okay. Anyone else? Yeah. What are you thinking, Astra? You've got...
Are the shadows? They're not counted as corpses, are they?
No, you're the ash level is probably not quite enough for something along those lines, unfortunately.
Okay. But so is it spirit? Is it spirit connected enough to it that I could animate said spirit for a creative discussion of sorts?
That's up to you. What do you think? What do you think he would be trying in the moments here with the ash?
I want to cast Speak with Dead
Fair
on
enough.
the ash to work out what happened.
It needs a head, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Head
thinking.
and a
Yeah,
mouth and all that jazz. Yeah.
yeah.
If you got the spell magic mouth, can we just stick that on it?
I do not have magic
dust.
mouth, sadly. That could have worked. I was just seeing if I could talk my way into getting what I want, but apparently not.
Not
No
quite this time. But yeah, I suppose is there anything else going on?
Can I do now that Mona kind of thinks that there's someone else that's been in this room recently? Can I do like a survival to see if I can see any recent tracks that aren't Astra's? That aren't ours and Astra's when she was in this room.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can definitely make a survival check and have a look.
Oh, two more doubles.
Okay, fair enough. There is other tracks, and they are human-like, would be the best way of putting it. But they are relatively fresh, but they seem to disappear at the mirrors. You start to put two and two together with the creature that you've been dealing with.
Okay. It's kind of what I thought, but it was worth a try.
Has anybody gone into these drawers up here next to the bed?
No.
They've made some strong investigation checks, so I'm going to say that Mona's covered the bases, but
I was kind of doing like this top area. And
what I'll give you, Conrad, is you do go through the. There are a couple of books in one of the cupboards there, one of the drawers there, and there is, I believe there is like something about to the best seneschal or something like that. So it gives you the hint that it's the seneschal's quarters.
Okay, I just hold that up. I kind of show it to everyone. Just, we were right in thinking this was the seneschal's quarters.
What's the book about?
Seneschals.
Is it like a terrible
Seneschals
romance?
through time.
I'm sure it will be. I'm sure it'll be some sort. Yeah, it's Tussle. No, it's a terrible romance novel of some description. For
The faceless painting. They've the faces have been scratched out. Does it look meticulously scratched out, or is it done with like a claw?
No, it looks more delicate. It looks like they've meticulously taken the time to eradicate the faces.
And is the scratching in the floor in the other room, is that similarly meticulous, or is that more?
You think about it for a moment, and then it probably pretty meticulous. Probably, yes.
Have we met this seneschal in one of the other places?
You met a seneschal in the Fey realm on that one, but yeah, she appeared to be from the Fey, as far as you could tell.
What if this mirror creature is the old seneschal.
That's what I'm thinking. This is a previous member of staff, but I think there might be more than one, because if you go into the detailing in the floor, some of the words are bound together, suffering, surviving together, not alone.
Maybe the
So
ones
I think there's
who
more than one.
Maybe it's the ones who are in this chair. These chairs. 6 of them. They were... Whatever happened here turned them into those things, and then... That's their lives. Maybe.
Certainly another possibility.
Perhaps they scratched their own faces off that painting, because they clearly are different now. They can't stand looking at their own reflection.
Oh, like Beast in Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But then why would they remove everyone else's face if that's the case?
Jealousy.
How many individuals are in the servant painting?
I think there was about 7 or 8 in total.
So if there's 7 or 8, there's 6 here who were decimated.
6
After-
and Seneschal.
So the Seneschal and Usk maybe survived in a state somehow. We know that Usk had a particular favoritism to Darius.
Yeah, it was definitely implied in letters and journals you found that Darius was very grateful to him, or as his sort of manservant. Yeah.
Well, the Seneschal seems to have a particularly nice room, probably garnered some sort of favoritism, but maybe not with Darius, maybe someone else in the household?
The Seneschals are the head of a household that I think technically the Usk would be working for her. She answers to no one but the actual the owners.
Right.
The
Yeah, she
actual
is technically the
corporate
higher of the
It
two. Yeah.
makes sense that she is the top of this food chain here.
But she's if it's the same Seneschal that's in the Fae, and they went under some transformation, like the lady of the house did into a dragon. Maybe I don't know. She seems to be loyal to the daughter rather than the father.
Maybe
Don't
that's
know.
why Usk is so fractured. He didn't have a particular allegiance. He served the household. Maybe that's why he was split. As opposed to the Seneschal, maybe she and Elsith were close. So when Elsith was, for whatever reason, put where she was, the Seneschal went with her.
And the same maybe goes for Kryn as well. Maybe people that were loyal to him were thrown in with his lot.
It will make sense. His wife, her son. They would have no particular love for Elsith, especially if Kryn had such a animosity for her.
The artist who is obsessed with the wife.
Interesting.
What if Darius's original plan was to find some way that his family could all have some form of inheritance equal to each other, and what happened was this weird planar division that caused all these problems? Maybe he was just trying to find a way to divide the house amongst his family, but maybe didn't expect this far.
From what we've read in letters and texts so far, I don't think that was his intention. I think he was trying to bring them together.
Yes, that's understood.
But
I do not know if that is the case. Actually, a little while ago I found this piece of paper. And I will share something in the Discord that I found.
Is it a letter?
It's like a piece of a letter. I got this from James a little while ago in like one of the rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Still not the one Cordelia found. You're still not telling us about that one.
Nope.
Which may paint a little bit of a difference.
I can't read that font, but
Son,
yeah.
Prin Covanaris, Eif, the Vesna, any offspring produced I dearly pray shall never occur. To them I leave a single copper piece. Oh, somebody was disinherited. Insatiable greed. Fight over even that meager amount.
Yeah,
they deserve. So
to me, this means that Kryn was disowned by Darius at some point.
Oh, that's better for me then.
It
I'm
was
Darius's son instead.
I kept it for myself until now because I wanted to confirm this. However, we never got around to it. But yes, this may eventually serve to strengthen your claim.
Has there been any other evidence of favoritism that Darius may have had for Elsith over Kryn?
Yes. And that is when Cordelia will produce or bring light to the letter that we found in the library.
Oh my god, it's all kicking off.
Can we have a reminder of what was in that letter?
Oh, it was a long one.
Library.
It was.
It was quite a long one, yes.
Let me go find it for a moment. 1 second. So it was found in the first floor library, wasn't it, originally?
Yes, it mentioned.
Let me go grab it. There we go. Letter to Elsith. Right, I'm going to put it in the chat in here, and yeah, this is what she reveals to you all in the moments. That should be a bit easier to see. I'm not reading it out again for the stream, but yes, we definitely went through that last time.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, okay.
It's an invite to
my beloved daughter, James Woodward.
Yep, my name doesn't change. But yes, so it was definitely a letter to it was written after he was consumed with the grief of his wife's death, and he was basically inviting his daughter to try and make amends and try and bring them all together on the anniversary of her death, of his wife's death. And yeah, it does say a bit about cruelty of your brother and all of this. So he wasn't unaware of Kryn's preclusions.
Whilst we're missing words from the seemingly disinheritance of Kryn, with this letter on the side, it definitely seems that even with the missing words, the connotation is Darius did not have a high opinion of Kryn, and it seems enough that he only deserved a single copper piece in his inheritance.
It would look like he wanted to work towards reconciliation with the family for the sake of his late wife.
Yeah.
We also do not know at which time point these things were written, of course.
Yeah, correct. You don't know the order. Yeah, you don't know the order of things. The only thing you can say is that letter to his daughter must have been fairly close to when the actual disaster happened, because it was inviting her to that event, basically. So yeah, you would know that much. But barring that, is there anything else you guys are up to? Yeah.
Does anyone else have something secret that they'd like to just pop out now, considering two people have just
Cordelia
shown us
immediately looks at Regulus.
Yeah. Did you know about these little basilia? That seems to get puts a wrench in the works for you for inheritance.
What?
Well, there's a kid in the letter. They've mentioned a kid in the letter.
Oh yeah,
surely
it says that they don't get anything, right?
Oh no, this is the daughter's child.
Oh,
they're fine.
for God's sake.
Yeah, but Reg is that daughter's brother, so he would be first before
Well, it depends on age, and also he seems to have a
confused
massive.
enough with my own lineage. Okay, there's this. I came to the house with one assumption. There's now evidence that points to completely a different one. I just want this all over. I don't know. I don't know what's happening anymore.
I'd like to insight whether or not he doesn't know what's
100%. That sounds like misdirection.
Fair enough.
I don't know what's going on anymore. So
no, fair enough. But make a d20 roll for me, and we'll see.
All right, my persuasion and deception is exactly the same
number,
so
it's fine.
I'm just gonna roll one. So it's 25.
God damn it.
He's just hard to read, yeah, and on that one.
Believe me. That's my real voice.
Okay.
There's nothing else to be gained from the insight of this room. Perhaps we want to move on.
Yes.
Mona, is the hallway near you? Is it safe to traverse?
This little bit looks safe, but then after that, it's floors are missing.
I believe this here leads to a staircase.
Yeah, there is a set of stairs just here. Yeah, that is definitely true.
Astra's
But
going to
there
quickly
is-
scribble down what's happened in this room on a piece of paper, and then it's going to hand it over to Milton and go, "Oh, Bob's not here. Take notes," and just hand it over to Milton. So Milton at least has some notes on this room because what has happened in this room has been very important to his entire investigation. So I will hand that over to him.
Actually, while Bob is gone, would you want to
Be my secretary?
Do you want to be paralegal?
I can make some notes. I don't think I'm as quick as Bob, but I can.
I can offer you, if you do a good job, I might be able to offer you a job long term, get you a little bit of a better employment opportunity than you do at your current.
I
A whole 2 souls a year.
Yeah, I don't think I have a job anymore. We've been here a long time. I was
There,
supposed
even
to be
better.
back in like a few, like by the end of the day. I think I'm fired.
Milton, do you have a contract for Astra?
Even better. You know what? I will start working on a contract, and we will
We'll talk
get this
later.
all in writing, and we will get you to sign on the dotted line to deal with.
Wonderful.
Your soul will be forever bound to work for him in perpetuity.
So is this is just a drop, right? So we can't get to the door.
You could just about make it. Bear with me. I'm literally building you a teleport just in case. As this is all going on, there's always another door, guys. As this is all going on. But yes, there is. You think you can just about make your way, make your way over there, and would possibly be able to use the stairs to make your way down to the floor below.
I'll jump over, but it says there's a wall, so I can't actually get over there.
Fair enough. I will remove the said wall. That's okay. But yeah, you do think you have to be a bit delicate in the process, but the walls are removed to allow you to make it there, and you can see a set of stairs leading down.
And it doesn't lead to darkness this time. It just
not
leads
this
to
time.
downstairs.
No. It looks more normal than the one you spotted previously.
James, can I just open some of the cabinets in this room that I'm in, just because I see handles?
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Make an investigation check. Let's see how you do.
Good guidance.
18. Okay.
22.
Okay.
Just
Fair
my
enough.
The guidance.
You do spot in the drawer as you open it up, there is a sort of a golden, well, not golden, but like a burnished wood hand mirror sitting in there.
I will spot that and look over my shoulder to Astra and say, there's another mirror in here, but it's too small for one of them to pass through. But it seems nice compared to what is around here. I don't know if that means anything.
You can get a choking hand through that. I don't trust it. You can hand out straight to the throat. I don't trust it.
As you say. Can I just take a cloth and like wrap it around that?
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
kinda
You
take
can.
it with me just to maybe when we're on a different plane or something like that, I'll check it out, see if it does anything cool.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, you pick up the mirror. No worries.
Sure. Yeah. So I think Mona went that way. There are some stairs over there.
Did we check this room? Did you?
There's a toilet.
Mona walked in and left.
Yeah, you
Last
apparently yet another privy would be the way to look at it.
So many
This one's
toilets here.
That one didn't explode, so
Yeah.
Then what's the point?
we.
My toilet door doesn't explode.
It's
Do I
not
even want
enough. Yeah, it's not enough.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh god. Oh no, I'm already halfway through the teleport. No, what are you nodding at?
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah,
I thought this was the dining room.
you panic. You panic. Thought you were in the dining room. Okay, fair enough.
Oh, okay.
Reg, you joining them, or do you spend a little bit of time at the on the way out? Are you last out with?
Yeah. Last out. I'm just taking a look in these drawers, etc.
No problem. So yeah, you will come round and join the others and make your way down. And
I did send you something.
brilliant. Yeah, well,
it's hard. I don't know where to send anything if I'm trying to do something.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, thank you. That'll be on. Yep.
Milton.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. I've got no problem with any of that. So that's all good.
Cool. So you all die. So I killed you all. That's
did.
what you message James. I said I'm
And
gonna stab you all
the
in the back.
DM is ever vigilant.
And then he pulls a riding horse out of his pocket and
so-
just rides on.
Yes. So you guys come through a secret door into what looks to be a large sort of august chamber of sorts that seems to have fallen into ruin. There is a very nicely well-maintained floor that seems to be, seems to have some luxury about it, but only cracked and scattered with tiles now. There seems to be a rug that's been pulled up and lies in a heap on the east wall. There are reinforced double doors to the southwest that are steadfast, untouched, and framed in stone, and a matching set of doors on the northwest that have shattered inward with immense force, as if something blew them inwards while someone had been trying to maybe cut some sort of a hole through it. The northmost side of the Great Hall is illuminated from above by a place where the roof has collapsed through the floor above. So this is where you think a lot of the water damage is starting to get into the building, and there is just a volume of sheer stone that has been broken away with a large gargoyle in a heap in the middle of the thing. It's a miracle that it hasn't broken and brought the whole house down with it around it. This was obviously once the seat of power within the manor, a room for a lord and a lady that could entertain their guests and hear their petitioners and make law and reign over their area that they govern. You are free to move around the space as this is all going on.
This room is immaculate.
Oh, the floor's so nice.
It is very clean. This is not good.
Yeah, the doors have been blown in, exploded for some reason as this is all going on. And what appears to be on the other side is a very large master bedroom of some description. Very fancy looking.
Who sleeps facing away from the door? That's so weird.
Yeah, that's.
Where's that? Oh, ew.
Is this like facing a window or something?
What psycho
Yeah,
behavior?
It doesn't matter. It's facing away from the middle of the room.
No,
It's
no
weird.
trust. Who has done this?
Kind of weird, isn't it? Yeah. kind of weird
Oh.
as that's going
I
on.
see.
It's obviously a mimic. Come on now.
So yeah, as you guys
Totally
sort of
on.
making your way into the space, you know, it's clear that this is a very important room. This is clearly the you know, this is going to be the Lord and the Lady of the House's main room as this is all going on. But well, yeah, what are you guys up to?
What's this that Mona has just walked past?
It looks like a blackboard.
It does look like some sort of a blackboard, doesn't it, of some description?
I'm sure it's nothing.
Just seeing if
Can
there's
I-
anything.
Gigantic mirror.
Can I do an investigation of some sort?
Yeah, you can
around
definitely do.
this area.
You can definitely do an investigation. Do you want to do one of the general room, or are you picking something particular? I suppose is the question.
I would be doing this blackboard, seeing what's going on with it, and this sort of area, not the whole room. 'Cause
Sure.
I think it's too big.
No problem. Yep, go for that on that one.
Need any help? Because I know how impatient you are.
So yeah, with your investigation, there are remnants of some runes on that board for some reason. Obviously, you don't understand why or what, but there is definitely signs of markings that were once there on there that have been lost for some reason.
Any runes that we've seen in the past? Maybe the teleporter that we use?
Not
Made
in
by the devil?
Not in that particular case. No, these don't look like that that you're seeing at the moment on that front. Meanwhile, whilst that's going on, anyone else? Astra, Espen, you guys are in the middle of the room. I can see you guys there. What are you thinking?
I'm just looking. Is the bed facing a window or wall? I'm still deeply upset by this bed.
So you're trying to work out why the layout
The
of the room,
logic.
on that front. So you can do a perception check as you're trying to work out why the space is the way it is in this particular case.
Oh, it's got underbed storage.
Oh,
Yeah.
Love it.
it's an ottoman.
I'm too horrified. I can't perceive what I want to see.
Yeah, you're not really picking up much as you're sort of looking around at that one. It's odd the way the room is laid out. That definitely doesn't feel true, but it is facing the windows, so I guess. But it is a bit strange as this is all
Is
going
the
on.
bed turn? Is it like on a swivel of some sort?
Oh, like one of those like weird sex motel beds that like rotate.
Well, I wasn't going to say the sex motel bed, but yeah, exactly like that.
Nice.
Can I investigate like the bed for mechanisms?
Does it spin
You can
around?
investigate. You can make an investigation check.
Are
Yeah,
there
yeah.
mirrors on the ceiling?
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, 11. My God.
Oh god, yeah.
no,
It
no,
would just drop
no,
from the ceiling.
no odd things about the bed mechanically that you can see or anything like that. So yeah, it's all a bit strange to you in the moments as this is going on.
This just seems like a really strange like design choice. I can't see anything wrong with it.
And then meanwhile, that leaves Espen over on your side. What about you?
Espen, I think this is a window. I originally thought maybe that was like some sort of fireplace or something, which is why he went over there. But instead of that, I think he's gonna go to this little tea set here and just see, like, is it dusty? Has it been used recently? It looks like there's a pipe, or maybe that's a spoon.
Yeah, you can make a perception check of the sort of the furniture in that area. That makes sense to me. That's acceptable.
Hey, James. Knock, knock. Guidance.
It's incoming. 14 plus.
16.
Okay, so yes, so with a 16, so yeah, as you're sort of examining bits, I think the way this sort of works out is you're sort of looking at the tea set, but I think your eyes sort of raise up in the moments, and you sort of notice that rug looks kind of odd. And that's a bit lumpy.
I was thinking the rug.
So Espen's like, he's over on this side and he's like leaned down looking at it and his eye line catches the rug. And he just wonders out loud and says, "Does that rug look off to anyone else, or is it just me?"
Well, it's not the color I'd choose, but
It's just funny. I was going to say exactly the same thing then.
Espen will go over.
It
and
looks like the perfect size to cover up a ritual circle.
Yeah, I flip over the rug.
Okay, so yeah, you lift and flip over the rug in the moments as this is all going on,
Oh my god. the map
revealing
changed.
revealing a runic circle underneath the space. A section of it revealed and seems to be there. Other portions of it missing. But clearly another teleportation circle of the similar type that you've seen before.
Does this correlate with what we've seen before, and this is the bit that was missing from the other one?
You don't think of it in those terms, but I will say, Cordelia, as you're looking over this in the moments, you think this is trying to target something or somewhere different to the other one as this is all going on. It's incomplete right now, but you think you may have just unraveled a portion of all of this. And
How hard would this be to complete, though? Cordelia, you could just complete this, right?
You may have to go looking for the other parts, but it's definitely a thing you can look for.
I believe we know a person who can do some things.
Ah, mate, that's right.
Maybe so. And I think, guys, we're going to call it there, as this is going to be the end of this episode. As you have found parts of this for the next one, and we'll continue from there. So well done, everyone. Well done. I'm going to end the stream there, and congrats.